Right. Hello, hello, and welcome to another round of First to Worst. I will be your host, Dragon on Your Shirt. And today we're gonna be running. See, is it Quellev? Well, Quilavad. All right, sweet deal, perfect. Well, Kowalev. Yeah, I'm sorry, I can't. I can't, I'll just call you Qual. The more syllables, the more my gears turn. All right. Well, with that being said, is there anything you'd like to say to chat? Tell us how you're feeling. Anything like that before we kick this off? Oh, I'm sure you'll do just fine. All right. Well, with that being said, when you're ready, you are free to open up the weapon case, see what you get. Hold up. Hey, can you do me a favor and give me a quick mic test? Oh, oh no. Yeah, let me fix that. All right, maybe this time?
Oh,
There
can you
we
hear me?
go. Okay, we got it. It's all
All
good.
right.
All right.
All right.
Well, with that
Am I
being
good?
said, yeah, you're good. All right. So looks like the first thing you got there is a scout rifle. That's a pretty solid start. How you feeling about that one?
Yeah, it's good. Free optic.
There you go. All right. Well, with that being said, when you're ready, go ahead and let me know, and I'll give you the countdown.
Whew. All right.
If you need to take care of that
Coming from
patrol,
here.
you can.
It's coming here already.
All right, we got ourselves a little privacy invasion. All right. Well,
All right.
with that being said, runner ready.
Ready. Oh,
All right. Oh, you know what?
another one.
You know what? You can go.
Okay. I got it.
All right, you can go. All right, let me go ahead and deafen him real quick and boom. All right, and with that being said, Quaalude. Why did I call him Quaalude? Qual is off. He's off. Man, starting with the scout on his with his first weapon, keeping that free optic. Honestly, out of all the bolt actions, I think the scout has to be maybe my favorite, possibly even objectively the best bolt action in the whole game. Yeah, I don't know why I just struggle to pronounce his name, so just gonna have to bear with it. All right, with that being said, he is taking the green tunnel through to get to a supply point. A very safe bet if you want to keep your stealth bonus. Here, let me experiment while we're at it. See if we can't get us a little make things a little. Oh wait, no, that's an audio filter. What am I? Let's see. Yes, sir. Here at First to Worst, the free for alls is a perfect time for us moderators and commentators to fiddle around and see what changes we need to make. But let's see. Let's see what he gets for a at the supply point. I'm willing to bet he'd probably roll for the Ooh, rolling for the 1-point pistol. Looks like he got himself a... What is that? Ooh, he's got himself that CZ something. I forget what it is, but I'm not gonna lie. As far as the semi-auto pistol goes, I kind of do like that one a little bit. Like, it's very, very nice. I mean, I don't think it's gonna fit. Right. So with that being said, he's looking to creep his way. Oh man, that monolith is giving him some troubles. He doesn't want to risk trying to jump over it. And frankly, I don't blame him. Oh no! Well, there goes the stealth bonus. That's okay. At least he doesn't have to worry about it. He keeps trying to make it fit. I get it though. I get it. All right, he is now in the first hold, locking it down on that corridor that leads to Metro. Ooh, I'll tell you what though, the low capacity on that thing definitely leaves a lot to be desired. I think that gun is at least an 8-shot pistol, which definitely hurts it a little bit. All right, the stacks are up. Oh my lord, he already just took out the first 3, and he is done with the first hold. That was actually a very, very clean first hold take. Hell yeah, you gotta love to see it. That was just... let's see, man's over here, hopping his way through the vents. All right. Oh man, he already has that gun up and ready. He ain't looking to slack at all. All right, making his way into the loft supply point, the second supply point. How much you want to bet he's going to roll for the 2-point semi-shotties? Granted, as far as all the rolls go, it is the very obvious one at this stage in the game. So you can't really blame him. All right. Yep, and there it is. Rolling, getting himself the 1014 Benelli. Look at that thing. That thing just screams it's ready to rock and roll. Getting himself some number 4 buckshot, and he is ready to absolutely obliterate the second hold. And he's got himself a good optic to go with it. Ooh, already rolling a... Is that a... Did he already roll himself a shield dog? He did. Taking out them canker sores. Freaking hate those things. Hey, yo, for all the people in chat, how many of you absolutely just despise the floaty mines? Any canker sore haters? All right. Ooh, looks like he's looking to clear the entire room and really max out that stealth bonus. If I remember right, you do get a little bit of an extra score if you can manage to take out the point guards without alerting them. And with that being said, he is now in his second hold. Looked like he was about to take it downstairs, but nope, he's chilling up top. All right, heading back down. Ooh, I see what's going on. He's got himself a nice little strategy here. He's popping up and down to get aggressive with the Sosigs. All right, the Hardens are up. And it looks like he's going to focus on the Sosigs really fast. Give himself some breathing room. All right, that's the first Harden down. Second, third. Oh, switching to his secondary. He's got the fourth, the fifth, and he is done. Look at that. Already clearing out them Hardens like it's nobody's business. Bro is definitely on track to get himself a good score if he can keep this kind of pace. But it's not a matter if he can keep this pace in this hold. It's about how he's going to be able to handle Inclinator and the Terrabine. All right, looks like he's keeping it low. Trying to take out the Sosigs. All right, swarms are up. Had to triple tap the first. Got the second. All right. Oh. And there's the last. Look at that. That was actually just... That was some phenomenal timing. And like that, he is now on his way to the scariest part of this round. The Inclinator. All right. All right, moving in to Fenestra. All right, let's see what he rolls. I'm willing to bet he seems like a 6-point assault rifle kind of guy.
Override token found.
Oh no, never mind. He is just throwing me off. He is getting, he's rolling himself an SMG. Honestly, not a bad play. Rolling the SMG is essentially just getting yourself a 6-point AR on a budget. Ooh, looks like he got himself a second EOTech too to go with. Got the Scorpion Evo with the integrated suppressor, so he's pretty much set on that point. I think that has to be one of the better SMGs to get. Not only does it start with 20-round magazines, it's a very short quest to get to the 50-round drum mags for this thing. I think it goes 20, 30, and then you're straight to 50. All right, he's creeping into it, getting some stealth kills. Really taking his time. He really just wants that stealth bonus. That is interesting to see. He oh, there goes the stealth bonus. Ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between, this man has just blown his cover. His mission compromised. But will he still be able to stay on task? Let's see. I think that was the first time he's been hit, too. All right, taking himself a deep breath. I don't blame you. And like that, he is in it. He is stuck in the inclinator. Let's see if he can make it out on the other side. Locking it down on that stairway. I've noticed that this is very common. I have been seeing this a lot. All right, the hardens are up. He already took himself another shot. Trying to down that harden with his SMG. Switching back to the shotty. There's one. There's two. There's three. I think he got a few others. I couldn't tell. All right. Sliding down the inclinator. All right, and that's it. He's got all the hardened encryptions. Now it's on to the swarm. The speed swarm round, as I would call it, because of all the frickin' swarms you got to deal with. All right, keeping it locked. Let's see. That 20-round magazine is definitely not doing any favors with that thing being on full auto. All right. Looks like he got 2, 3. Ooh, working on his 4th. Ooh, trying to clear the SOSIGs out. He's got to get one more reload in and taking the zip line all the way down. Popping SOSIGs as he goes. All right. There's his 4th and the 5th, and he is done. Honestly, I'd say once you make it past the swarms in this round, you're looking pretty solid with how you only have to deal with the 2 recursives. Locking it back down on the top of inclinator. Keeping that stairway absolutely cleared of any SOSIGs. All right, the recursives are up. Let's see what he does. All right, getting aggressive with it. Sliding all the way down. Oh no. All right, he's hopping and skipping from platform to platform to get to where he needs to be. This man is definitely a do-what-it-takes kind of guy. All right, he's got his 1st and the 2nd, and that is it. He has made it past inclinator, and very calmly, I might add. He is definitely on pace. I'd have to say, if he can keep this pace up, early prediction, he just might make it into the 120 range. All right, making it through the pipes to get to his 4th hold. using the ladder to try to take that canker sore down without any issues. Freaking love that. Oh no. The laser beam made him stop. Man, he is definitely a check all corners kind of guy. Like, I imagine this is the kind of guy that if you had him as a teammate in a milsim game, he would definitely be watching everyone's back 24/7. The first guy to call the enemies out. The first guy to sling them pings. Alrighty. Oh man. Getting into the dark area, the area around Void where you absolutely can't see anything. Quick question for those in chat: how well can you see what's going on with how dark this area is? Taking a quick little poll right now to see if that's something that we should improve later down the line. Maybe up the gamma so you guys can see the SOSIGs a little better. Something. All right, looks like he's having himself a shootout at the altar. Shootout at the supply point. Always, and every single time once you get past the fourth hold, or once you're making your way to the fourth hold, the supply points really do turn into a shootout in on themselves. All right, now let's see what he rolls here. I'm willing to bet he's either going to stock up on power points or on power dogs, or he's going to get himself a grenade launcher. Maybe even a mag-fed shotgun. What do you guys think? Oh, nope.
Yes, not before us.
Getting himself the Bullpub AR-15 thingamajig with 60-round tombstones. Unfortunately, it is not full auto. It's semi-auto only, and it looks like he's coming to that harsh reality. I am honestly kind of surprised he went for the AR roll. I figure he would have stuck to the SMG. Nope, he's selling it. He's just getting rid of the getting rid of his Evo. All right, honestly, that doesn't surprise me though. Ditching the scout, I'm surprised he kept the scout as long as he did. All right, and he's doubling up on shield dogs. It looks like he's got 1 shield and 2 ghost dogs to go with his health dog. All right, he's pushing into Void, getting ready to take it. Going at it slow so he can take out all the SOSIGs on his way in. Really solid way to get the high score. Or get the highest stealth bonus you can. In fact, I would say Void might be one of the best of the later holds to actually double up on your stealth kills. All right, and that's the entire room clear. And now he's in it. He's in his 4th hold, ready to lock it down on Void. All right. Looks like for a position, he's taking that platform that's furthest back in the room. All right, the stealths are up. See, he's got his first. There goes the second. There goes the third. All right, clearing out some Sosigs, giving himself some. See the fourth, and there's the fifth, and that's it for the first wave. Honestly, for those in chat, let me ask you, would you guys rather have this AR, I think it's the AR7, this Bullpup AR-15, or would you rather have the Sport ACR? Basically, that question just devolves into Bullpup or Standard. All right, and the dummy thick recursive is up. All right, he's already working on the nodes. Oh, hey, you know what? Looks like he took his ghost dog to give himself some extra breathing room. That's not a bad way to handle those things. All right. Here we go, keeping it clear. Let's see, I can't tell if he's one-handing it or if he's grabbing the forehand. Nope, he's doing wait. I guess it don't matter. Looks like he's mixing it up. Looks like he's doing a little mix of you know, I forget what that grip is called, where you just one-hand the full guns. Anyway, his regen is up, and he is just laying that hammer down. He's getting up close, just fucking going ham on it. All right, now that he's got them all spread out, he's taking it a little slower. And that's it. He has made it past the fourth hold. Man, this guy is just powering. He is powering through this round. But let's see if he can keep this same pace all the way through Funbine, or if the turbine is going to get to him and actually make him take a few steps back in his pace. I have no doubt in my mind he's going to be able to clear Turbine. It's just a matter of whether or not he'll be able to keep up this same momentum. But right now, if I was to make a score prediction, I'd have to say he's definitely going to be up there. All right, moving into the last hold point, moving into Presidio. What does he got planned? He just emptied that whole magazine. I guess he's just magged up and for fun. Frankly, I don't blame him. We've all been there. All right. Grabbed himself another shield dog. And an anti-material rifle, getting himself the Hecate 2. Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I know it's like the Hecate something too, but I think most people just call it the Hecate. Hecate or Hecate, however you want to pronounce it. Tomato, Garand, Garand. Alright, looks like he's hunting down that supply point? I think he already picked up the supply token, though. He did. He definitely did. Looks like he has himself a couple of Sosic patrols looking to cut in on his fun. Oh no, he didn't. He didn't have the supply token. Okay. And he's getting himself a... Oh, I guess you never know till you try. Bro over here just tried putting a pistol stock on one of his already stocked weapons. I mean, if it worked, I'd have been surprised. You know, it never hurts to experiment, though. All right, I notice he's been okay. He must be. I notice he's been adjusting his headset a lot. I wonder if that's if it's really on there, or if he has to adjust it every time, or if he's just realigning the one thing. You know, the frickin' I forget what it's called, but it's for the it's that Steam overlay where it shows you you know, how many times you spun around so you don't mess up your cord. All right, now let's see here. Looks like he's trying to creep his way into the turbine, but it looks like he already blew his cover, so I think at this point he's just shooting for fun. All right, and with that being said, he is now locked in. Had a little fall into the void, but that is 100% okay. All right. Looks like he's taking an interesting strategy compared to what I've been seeing lately. He's just chilling up on that one platform. All right, his cascading encryption is up. Taking himself a ghost dog. Got it popped. Let's see. He's just got a few more popcorn to deal with. Oh, so sick invading his personal space while he works. All right, and he got the last one with his Hecate. Very, very much overkill, but you know what I like to say? I like to say that there is no kill quite like overkill. All right, he is just glued to that corner. A very not a bad strategy. He's just kind of chilling over there. All right. Locking it down. And the orthogonal is up. He just took his shield dog. Switching over to the shoddy. Oh man, the orthogonal is just giving him hell. Switching over to his bullpup, and he is just laying the hammer down on it. Oh man, that has to be the most stubborn orthogonal I've seen this whole match. And our man keeps falling into the void. Well, okay. He's still there, and he's got it. And that's the orthogonal down. Well, ladies and gents, and all those in between, I have to tell you, it just goes to show it doesn't matter how good your run is, it just takes an orthogonal with some attitude to slow it down for you, to give you some real trouble. All right. Just keeping his spot, keeping the sticking to the quilavad corner. That's what I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna call it the quilavad corner. All right, the refractive is up. He's taking a shield dog, switching to his Hecate. Hunting it down, hunting it down. All right, he's found it. There's one shot. 2 shots. Ooh, I don't think he racked it all the way. I think he's going to get a click. Yep, there it is. Oh no, he dropped his magazine. Oh no. Okay, his shield is gone, but that's okay. He's still good. Oh, he dropped the magazine again, I think. All right, and I think that's his 3rd shot, 4th shot, and that's it. Ladies and gentlemen, he has done it. He has completed all 5 holds. Looks like he's got himself a 115. That is a pretty solid score for what we just seen. All right. With that being said, let's go ahead and undeafen him and grab his score and all that good stuff. Hey, what's up, my man?
Oh.
Hey, that was a really solid run, I gotta tell you. You were really keeping on pace with that one, for sure.
Yeah, I got a little unlucky with some of the things, but yes, not terrible, I guess.
It was solid. All right, it was real solid. All right, now you can do me a favor and stare at your score for a hot minute while I go ahead and grab it. Let's see.
Sure.
Okay. Let's see, and go back and check. We got 150. Let's see, 5 and okay, and the score is in. Now let's see where you're at on the board here. Looks like you're in looks like you are currently in 13th place on the free-for-all scoreboard. So
right.
it's looking pretty good. You're definitely close to that safe zone of qualifying for the eliminations.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, with that being said, I gotta ask, how'd you feel about that run there?
Yeah, I mean, could have been better. Could have been a lot worse. Yeah, I think I got screwed on some of the takes, and I got. I guess I was playing a little too out in the open for some of those holds as well for the no damage.
Yeah, I mean it's still pretty good. I'd have to say you were doing really good up until you got into the 5th hold, and then that orthogonal definitely gave you the most trouble. I noticed. It just
it's either always too high or too low.
You got the orthogonal with attitude.
Yeah. Yeah,
Uh,
I think it would be easier if it was up because at the top because it wouldn't be blocked by everything.
oh yeah, it just kept staying there right at the bottom, and when you started chasing
Yeah,
after it, it decided to go up high. It just didn't want to make it easy for you. But
yeah. Because if my thing didn't run out, I think I would have
uh,
gotten the note damage. Or I don't know if I already had.
yeah, I'll tell you what, you got some really good rolls there. Even if you got some semi-auto ARs,
Oh yeah,
it's still not the worst thing to
yeah.
get.
At least it's not the FAMAS, so I can actually have an optic on there. Yeah,
Well, there you
no
go.
optics in 3 round burst. Yeah.
I really do like that you got the Hecate too. That's always a good one to get
Oh
for
yeah,
the anti-mats.
yeah. Except, yeah, I think I grabbed the
Yeah,
mag instead of the.
yeah, you were struggling with that mag a little bit, but anyway,
Yeah.
with that being said, let's see. Do we have any questions from chat that we can take? Let's see. All right, we do have one question from Comrade Kelbasa. Uh, why did you roll Power Dogs before Hold 3?
Just so it's cheaper. Since when you buy it, it goes up in cost, right? I mean, I guess I didn't need it. I mean, I don't know. I was kind of expecting not to win it anyways, and I was saving it for the later ones. I mean, I guess I had one left over at the end, so it wouldn't have mattered, I guess.
All right. I mean, it's definitely a sound strategy, saving the power up, buying the power up so sig so they're cheaper later on. Because once you get to that last round, depending
Yeah.
on what your long term strategy is, if you're the kind of person to buy power ups at the very end, uh, it's probably a lot cheaper to do it that way.
Yeah, if
Uh,
you build it up over the whole thing. Yeah, because I usually just the way I've been doing it is like the third hole. It's I'm if I expect to get hit basically. I think I
all right.
only didn't get hit on the last one, the what cursive, which I guess I'm surprised by.
Yeah, well, there you go. And we have one other question. Guardian MMC asked, why the sustenance on the bullpup over the EOTech?
The what was it? Oh,
The
the
yeah,
hook.
the red dot. Why'd you pick that one over the EOTech site?
For which one? For the
I
antimaterial rifle?
I guess you that red dot you have on your bullpup AR.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that EOTech. I think they're asking why did you take that red dot over that EOTech there?
I
Just
don't really care.
you just you
It's
just you just like that one a little better.
yeah, it's thinner, less not as giant.
Makes.
Yeah, vertical is a bit more complicated, but I guess it's easier to spot. But yeah, I don't really care too much.
All right, well that makes perfect sense. Well, I guess since you have bullpups, I will hit you with this one. What is your stance on bullpups overall compared to like traditional rifles?
Um, yeah, I guess in terms of in game, in terms of
Yeah.
in game, I guess they kind of do suck because they don't have like you can't push the button on your controller for the bolt release like this one. It's like I mean I don't
Mm,
know if people always to demonstrate. I was doing it earlier, but yeah. So if I know for some of them like the M16, you can press the button on your controller to drop the bolt, and so that's
mm.
easy if you know you're out of ammo. Just do it quickly.
I
But
got I
yeah,
got you. It's you just like it being easier to not have
yeah,
to rack a bolt and just push a button with your
yeah.
controller instead of having to do anything
Mhm.
extra. That is very solid. All right. Well, since
Yeah, but in
nobody
terms
in
like
Hmm? Go on.
sorry, but in terms of like in real life, then it's like I mean they're fine, I guess. I just the one thing that sucks is like you can't shoulder it, the opposite shoulder. Although I think like the Hellion, the what VHS, you can do that.
Gotcha. Well, since nobody in chat has asked it, I will go ahead and I will ask the final and most important question. Why hot dogs?
Mm, well, well, you would think after 5 years they would run out of dick jokes, but no one in sight. So why not? It's funny.
Well, I guess there you go. It's just funny. All right. Well, with that being said, the scores are in and the questions are answered. So with that being said, we are ready to shut her down. To all,
All right.
is there anything you want to say to chat before we close it out?
Uh, no.
Well, damn. I damn chat. I guess he just hates you guys. All right. Well, to everyone who is in chat, stay hydrated, keep practicing, and we will see you in the next round of First to Worst. Take care.